talking about suicides. I was awoken by the back door. That's okay, I'll drink a little more. Spend the time that comes to me, could I leave you alone? Push away and cut it to the bone, make the road my own. This old town, the cocaine and champagne, swing your feet right off the ground. If I could go back and do it all again, wish I never ever would have gone there with you.
We wanted to write some original music that both he and I had been talking about a lot. Just ideas we had, and we both had pretty similar influences and ideas about what we wanted to write and how we wanted it to be played and where we wanted it to go.
How we wanted it to sound. You know, we started off kind of just doodling on acoustic covers and stuff, and you know, Pat's just kind of like, you know, I got an original, and I was like, well, I got one, let's play it. And they kind of were sanguine together, you know, they kind of sounded similar. We're like, well, let's expand on it, and yeah, it just kind of took off from there. It was all pretty organic. I mean, I hate using that word gets thrown around, but it really almost was kind of, when we went into the studio, you know, we did this song on my knees as a demo. I played drums, we both played guitar.
Yeah, we recorded it all here, just the two of us. We played all the instruments.
And we were like, wow, I guess that's what we're kind of, it's what we kind of sound like. So it just kind of evolved, because it literally came from acoustic to begging, I pleaded, you were God I want to handle, hoping he hasn't abandoned me. Lighting up stolen, gambled, drank and rambled, many a night until I couldn't see. Walked a mile in another man's borrowed shoes, though I know it's never quite the same. To where we are right now, pretty quickly, you know, and really when we went into rehearsals with Jeff and Brian, we literally just rehearsed to record the EP, and we doodled, you know, obviously messed around with some other stuff, but we literally just kind of really went to work on the songs. And I guess the point there is that it just kind of like evolved really quickly, and it just came about, it just happened, you know. So I guess that's what I mean about organically. It literally just grew out of nothing, you know, almost.
The cool thing was that we didn't really have any pre-written, because it was just us, we didn't have any pre-written drum lines or bass lines, and pretty much just let them kind of do, you know, let them put in their own arrangement of how they thought their instrument would contribute to what we were doing on the guitars.
Going to make an EP. We were just going to make an EP and that be it. And we were just going to go in and do it, the two of us. I was going to play drums and some tracks and everything, and it would have been great. It would have been fine. It would have come out sounding like a gritty garage rock, you know, sort of thing. But you know, those guys brought in other aspects to the music, because we were like, well, maybe this would go literally the thought process was, well, maybe it'd go faster if we had a bass player and a drummer. So I had played with Jeff and something else before, and I was like, well, I got a bass player that he'll be able to come and just do it. And then Brian, Slaving for Rachel played with us with Monday's Alibi, the cover band. We did our show, and they played, and he and I really hit it off. And I was like, Pat, that could be our guy,
And we like how he plays.
He plays really well, and it's almost like having I don't know, Charlie Chaplin in your band or something.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's the best. And then of course Kevin, his involvement is, immeasurable. I mean, for him to have helped us with this, and he's sort of the taskmaster, man. You get sick of recording because he's like, no, you guys can do better than that. Go back. And I mean, he pushed us really hard to not settle for what we thought sounded okay, and he didn't.
Yeah,
I guess is the best way to put it. He'd be like, no, play this again, and I'm not a lead player, and he even pushed me to play a little bit of lead on a song and said, look, just do it, man. It's your music. Nobody can judge you on it. So
yeah,
well, they can and they will. But yeah, Kevin was a big part of all this, man. So
I always see what won't work, but he insisted that it would work. He didn't mind the basement sound, and I was happy that they, as far as I knew, they were a cover band when I met them, and to hear that they were doing original music, I thought it was really, especially as good as the songs were, I thought it was something that should be captured. But I thought they could do it a little more professionally, but they insisted that this was the place for them.
we had someone who believed in us.
I just don't believe in myself.
And that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we were looking for.
They
Someone who believed
in
in
me.
us more than
Right.
seen the sunrise on the horizon, felt the blood flow through my name. I am here, the final star is there. What would you give to be here with me? Twisted in ties since you were mine. Should I come or go? Doesn't mean anything. I'm holding on to you. Can I say I do?
I think they've put together, when I first recorded them and they brought me the songs, it was just the two of them doing everything. Stefan played drums and it was great. But I'm glad they've assembled a good band behind them. And I'm glad that they're doing original music, because I think that's what people should be doing.
Square in a circle, hope is how it's gonna be. All the time I worshipped you. Bloody rivers flow to me. Spent that day trying to